7 Signs of True Love. Imagine meeting someone who changes nothing about the world around you, yet somehow changes everything within you. Suddenly, ordinary days feel meaningful, silence becomes comforting instead of awkward, and the future no longer feels uncertain because you're no longer walking toward it alone. But in a world filled with mixed signals, temporary emotions, and relationships that often confuse passion with permanence, one question continues to echo in countless hearts. What does true love actually look like? Is it the excitement that fades after a few months? Or is it something deeper, something that grows stronger with time, adversity, and unwavering commitment? Today we're exploring the 7 signs of true love, the timeless qualities that separate genuine, lasting love from passing attraction. These signs are not based on fairy tales, unrealistic expectations, or fleeting emotions. They are revealed through consistent actions, quiet sacrifices, mutual respect, emotional safety, and a commitment that remains steady even when life becomes difficult. True love is rarely loud. It is often found in the small moments that speak the loudest. The hand that never lets go, the heart that forgives, the voice that encourages, and the presence that remains when everyone else walks away. As we journey through these 7 powerful signs, you may recognize them in your own relationship, discover what you've been searching for, or gain clarity about the kind of love you truly deserve. Whether you're single, dating, healing from heartbreak, or sharing life with someone special, these insights will help you understand that authentic love isn't about finding perfection. It's about building something real, enduring, and deeply meaningful. Stay with me until the very end, because the final sign is often the rarest, the most transformative, and the one that reveals whether a love is truly meant to last a lifetime. True love brings inner peace, not constant confusion. The first and perhaps most powerful sign of true love is the peace it brings into your life. In a world where relationships are often portrayed as dramatic, unpredictable, and filled with emotional highs and lows, many people mistake confusion for passion and anxiety for love. But genuine love feels remarkably different. It doesn't leave you constantly questioning where you stand or wondering whether you are enough. Instead, it creates a quiet confidence that grows stronger with time. True love allows you to rest emotionally because it is built on trust, consistency, and sincerity rather than uncertainty and mixed signals. It becomes a safe place where your heart is no longer forced to prepare for disappointment. This peace doesn't mean there will never be disagreements or difficult moments. Every meaningful relationship encounters challenges. The difference is that true love approaches those challenges with understanding instead of fear, patience instead of impulsiveness, and commitment instead of avoidance. When someone genuinely loves you, they don't make you feel as though affection must be earned every single day through perfection. They remind you, through both words and actions, that your value isn't determined by flawless performance, but by the unique person you are. That emotional security becomes the foundation upon which lasting relationships are built. Peace also means being able to express your thoughts, dreams, concerns, and vulnerabilities without fearing ridicule or rejection. You don't have to rehearse every sentence before speaking or hide parts of your personality just to keep the relationship alive. Instead, authenticity becomes welcome. You are accepted not because you pretend to be someone else, but because your true self is appreciated and respected. This freedom creates emotional closeness that cannot be manufactured through appearances alone. As trust deepens, fear begins to lose its grip. The relationship becomes less about proving your worth and more about sharing your life. Another beautiful characteristic of peaceful love is consistency. Words and actions move together instead of contradicting each other. Promises are honored whenever possible. Communication remains respectful even during disagreements, and reliability replaces uncertainty. You don't spend your nights wondering if you'll be ignored tomorrow, or whether affection will suddenly disappear without explanation. Instead, you learn that genuine love shows up repeatedly, even in ordinary moments. It is found in thoughtful conversations, acts of kindness, patient listening, shared laughter, quiet support, and unwavering presence. These simple expressions often speak louder than grand romantic gestures because they reveal character rather than temporary emotion. True love also encourages emotional healing. Instead of reopening old wounds through manipulation, dishonesty, or emotional games, it helps restore confidence that may have been damaged by previous experiences. A loving relationship becomes a place where both people can acknowledge their imperfections while continuing to grow together. Mistakes become opportunities for learning instead of reasons for abandonment. Forgiveness becomes possible because respect remains stronger than pride. Over time, this environment allows both individuals to become more emotionally secure, compassionate, and resilient. Perhaps the greatest evidence of peaceful love is the way it transforms your everyday life. You begin worrying less about losing the relationship because it is strengthened by mutual commitment rather than constant uncertainty. You laugh more freely, dream more boldly, and face life's challenges with greater courage because you know someone genuinely stands beside you. Your happiness no longer depends on emotional roller coasters, but on the quiet confidence that comes from being loved with honesty and consistency. In the end, true love does not create chaos to prove its intensity. It creates peace that proves its authenticity. When love allows your heart to rest instead of constantly struggle, when it replaces fear with trust and insecurity with confidence, you have discovered one of the clearest signs that your relationship is rooted in something real, lasting, and deeply meaningful. True love chooses growth over perfection. The second unmistakable sign of true love is its commitment to growth rather than perfection. Many people enter relationships believing they must appear flawless to be worthy of love. They hide their fears, disguise their weaknesses, and carry the exhausting burden of trying to meet impossible expectations. Yet true love tells a very different story. It recognizes that every person is a work in progress, and that lasting relationships are not built by two perfect individuals, but by two imperfect people who are willing to learn, adapt, and grow together. Genuine love does not focus on finding someone without flaws. It focuses on finding someone who is willing to face life's challenges with honesty, humility, and a shared desire to become better every day. This perspective changes everything because it replaces unrealistic expectations with patience, understanding, and hope. Instead of criticizing every mistake, true love looks beyond temporary failures and sees the potential for transformation. It understands that growth often comes through life's greatest challenges and that every obstacle presents an opportunity to strengthen both individual character and the relationship itself. When someone truly loves you, they don't expect you to have all the answers or to never make mistakes. They encourage you to keep learning, keep improving, and keep believing in the person you are becoming. Their support gives you the confidence to pursue your goals without fear of being judged if you stumble along the way. Likewise, you become their greatest encourager, celebrating their progress while offering compassion during difficult seasons. This mutual support creates an atmosphere where both people feel inspired to become the best versions of themselves, not because they are forced to change, but because they are motivated by love and respect. True love also understands that personal growth never ends. Every stage of life brings new experiences, new responsibilities, and new lessons. Careers change, dreams evolve, families grow, and unexpected challenges appear. A healthy relationship embraces these changes rather than resisting them. Instead of saying, "You are not the person I first met," true love says, "I am grateful to grow alongside the person you are becoming." This willingness to evolve together prevents relationships from becoming stagnant. It allows two people to continually rediscover each other with curiosity, appreciation, and renewed admiration. Growth centered love also creates space for honest conversations. Partners can admit when they are wrong, apologize sincerely, and work toward healthier habits without feeling that their entire relationship is threatened by one mistake. Pride gives way to humility because protecting the relationship becomes more important than protecting the ego. Conflicts become opportunities to understand each other more deeply rather than battles to determine who is right. In this environment, forgiveness becomes easier because both people recognize that everyone is capable of growth when given grace and encouragement. Another powerful aspect of true love is that it celebrates individuality while strengthening unity. It doesn't demand that one person abandon their dreams, passions, or identity to satisfy the other. Instead, it creates room for both individuals to pursue meaningful goals while remaining deeply connected. Success is celebrated without jealousy, achievements are shared without competition, and personal victories become victories for the relationship as a whole. This kind of love understands that two strong individuals can build an even stronger partnership when they encourage each other's purpose rather than limiting each other's potential. Ultimately, true love is not measured by how perfect two people appear on the outside, but by how committed they are to becoming better together on the inside. It chooses patience over pressure, encouragement over criticism, and progress over perfection. Day after day, it reminds both hearts that love is not a destination reached by flawless people, but a lifelong journey traveled by those who refuse to stop growing. When two people inspire each other to become wiser, kinder, stronger, and more compassionate, while accepting one another through every season of change, they have discovered one of the clearest and most enduring signs of true love. True love remains loyal through difficult seasons. The third sign of true love is loyalty that remains steadfast through every season of life. It is easy to stay close to someone when everything is going well, when there is laughter, success, good health, and exciting new beginnings. But the real strength of love is not measured during moments of comfort. It is revealed during times of hardship. True love does not disappear when life becomes complicated. It does not run at the first sign of difficulty or look for an easier path when challenges arise. Instead, it chooses commitment over convenience and faithfulness over temporary emotions. Genuine love understands that every lasting relationship will face unexpected storms. There will be seasons of disappointment, misunderstandings, financial pressures, personal struggles, and moments when life tests the strength of the bond between two people. What makes true love different is the decision to face those storms together, rather than allowing them to drive the relationship apart. Loyalty is not simply staying because everything feels perfect. It is staying because the relationship is valued even when circumstances are imperfect. It means choosing to protect the connection instead of abandoning it when life becomes difficult. This kind of loyalty creates an extraordinary sense of emotional security. You no longer live with the constant fear that one mistake, one failure, or one difficult season will cause the other person to leave. Instead, you know that your relationship is built on something deeper than temporary feelings. True love says, I am here not only for your brightest days, but also for your darkest ones. Those words may not always be spoken aloud, but they are demonstrated through consistent actions. A loyal partner listens when you feel overwhelmed, encourages you when your confidence is shaken, celebrates your victories without jealousy, and remains present you are struggling to see hope. Their commitment becomes a source of strength that helps you face life's uncertainties with greater courage. Loyalty also means protecting one another's dignity both in public and in private. True love does not humiliate, betray, or speak carelessly about the person it claims to cherish. It honors trust and understands that words have the power to either strengthen or weaken a relationship. Even during disagreements, loyalty refuses to attack the other person's character. Instead, it seeks solutions with respect, patience, and understanding. This creates an atmosphere where both individuals feel safe expressing their thoughts without fearing rejection or humiliation. Another remarkable quality of loyal love is perseverance. Every long-term relationship experiences moments when emotions fluctuate. There are days when excitement is high and days when life feels ordinary. True love recognizes that commitment is not dependent upon constant emotional intensity. Feelings naturally rise and fall, but genuine loyalty remains steady because it is rooted in intentional choice rather than passing emotion. Each day becomes another opportunity to nurture trust, deepen friendship, and strengthen the partnership through small acts of kindness and consistent care. Loyalty also inspires resilience. When challenges arise, true love asks, how can we overcome this together? Instead of how can I escape this situation? That mindset transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. Difficult seasons become chapters that strengthen the relationship instead of ending it. Looking back, couples often realize that the hardships they survived together became the very experiences that deepened their love and appreciation for one another. In the end, true love is not defined by how easy the journey is, but by the unwavering commitment to keep walking side by side regardless of the road ahead. It is the quiet promise that says, I will stand with you when life is beautiful, and I will stand with you when life is difficult. That kind of loyalty cannot be bought, forced, or imitated. It is earned through faithfulness, strengthened through perseverance, and revealed through consistent actions over time. When two hearts remain committed through every changing season, they discover a love that is not only enduring but truly unbreakable. True love is built on honest communication. The fourth sign of true love is honest, respectful, and heartfelt communication. Every strong relationship is built on conversations that go far beyond casual words. Genuine love creates an environment where both people feel safe enough to express their thoughts, emotions, fears, hopes, and dreams without worrying that they will be misunderstood, ignored, or judged. Communication is more than simply talking. It is the willingness to truly listen, to understand another person's heart, and to respond with kindness rather than defensiveness. When love is authentic, silence is never used as a weapon, manipulation has no place, and honesty becomes the bridge that keeps two hearts connected even during life's most difficult moments. Many relationships struggle not because love is absent, but because communication slowly breaks down. Assumptions replace conversations, pride replaces humility, and misunderstandings grow into emotional distance. True love refuses to allow this pattern to continue. Instead of letting small issues become larger wounds, it chooses openness. It understands that difficult conversations, when approached with compassion and respect, often strengthen a relationship rather than weaken it. Real love does not avoid uncomfortable truths. It approaches them with patience, seeking solutions instead of assigning blame. This creates a relationship where both people know their voices matter and their feelings are valued. Honest communication also requires vulnerability. It takes courage to admit fears, confess mistakes, apologize sincerely, and reveal emotions that are often hidden behind pride. Yet true love welcomes this vulnerability because it recognizes that emotional intimacy cannot grow where masks are constantly worn. When two people are willing to be genuine with each other, trust deepens naturally. They no longer feel pressured to pretend they have everything together. Instead, they find comfort in knowing they are accepted, not for an image they have created, but for who they truly are. This acceptance strengthens the relationship and encourages both individuals to become more authentic over time. Another powerful characteristic of healthy communication is active listening. In true love, listening is not simply waiting for your turn to speak. It is giving someone your full attention, seeking to understand their perspective, and showing empathy even when you disagree. This kind of listening communicates respect because it says, your thoughts and feelings matter to me. Many conflicts are resolved not because one person wins an argument, but because both people feel heard, understood, and valued. True love understands that empathy often heals more effectively than perfect words ever could. Respectful communication also transforms disagreements into opportunities for growth. Every couple will experience differences in opinion because no two people think exactly alike. Genuine love does not fear these differences. Instead, it handles them with maturity. Voices do not need to become louder for understanding to become deeper. Harsh criticism, insults, and emotional manipulation only create distance, while patience, honesty, and mutual respect strengthen the bond between two hearts. Even during conflict, true love remembers that the goal is not to defeat one another, but to protect the relationship. Problems become something both people face together instead of battles they fight against each other. Communication is equally powerful in everyday moments. Expressions of gratitude, encouragement, affection, and appreciation keep love alive long after the excitement of new romance fades. Simple words like thank you, I appreciate you, I'm proud of you, or I'm here for you carry extraordinary power because they remind both people that they are seen, valued, and loved. These daily conversations become the threads that weave a relationship into something strong and lasting. Ultimately, true love is not sustained by grand romantic gestures alone, but by thousands of honest conversations shared over time. It thrives where truth is spoken with kindness, where listening is offered with compassion, and where understanding is valued more than being right. When two people consistently choose honesty over deception, empathy over judgment, and respectful dialogue over silence or conflict, they build a relationship capable of withstanding life's greatest challenges. In the end, authentic communication is not simply one sign of true love. It is the heartbeat that keeps true love alive, growing stronger with every sincere word and every compassionate conversation shared together. True love inspires freedom, purpose, and lasting joy. The fifth and final sign of true love is its remarkable ability to inspire freedom, purpose, and lasting joy. Genuine love never seeks to control, diminish, or imprison another person. Instead, it creates an environment where both individuals are free to become the fullest expression of who they were meant to be. Many people mistakenly believe that love requires losing their identity or sacrificing every personal dream to keep a relationship alive. However, authentic love does the exact opposite. It celebrates individuality while strengthening unity. It recognizes that two complete individuals can build an extraordinary partnership without demanding that either one abandon their passions, values, or aspirations. True love says, I want to see you succeed, even when your success challenges you to grow beyond your comfort zone. It finds joy in watching the other person flourish, because their happiness becomes a shared victory rather than a source of insecurity or competition. This kind of love encourages both hearts to dream boldly, pursue meaningful goals, and continue developing their unique talents while remaining deeply connected through mutual support and respect. Freedom within true love also means emotional freedom. You are not constantly walking on eggshells, afraid that one wrong word or one imperfect day will cause the relationship to fall apart. Instead, you experience the confidence of knowing you are accepted for who you truly are. There is no need to pretend, hide your personality, or suppress your opinions simply to avoid conflict. You are free to laugh, to express your ideas, to admit your weaknesses, and to share your hopes because you know your voice is welcomed rather than silenced. This emotional security creates a relationship where honesty naturally replaces fear and authenticity becomes stronger than performance. Purpose is another beautiful gift that true love brings into life. A meaningful relationship often inspires both people to live with greater intention. Together, they begin building not only memories but also a future filled with shared values, meaningful goals, and a vision that extends beyond themselves. Whether they are supporting each other's careers, building a family, serving their community, or simply creating a peaceful home, true love gives ordinary moments extraordinary significance. Daily routines become opportunities to express kindness, gratitude, and encouragement. Even simple acts of care, preparing a meal, offering a listening ear, celebrating small victories, or standing together during difficult times, become reminders that love is expressed through consistent actions rather than occasional grand gestures. True love also produces a joy that remains steady through changing circumstances. Happiness based solely on external conditions can disappear quickly when life becomes difficult, but the joy rooted in genuine love is much deeper. It comes from knowing that someone truly sees you, believes in you, and chooses you every single day. This joy is not dependent upon perfection or constant excitement. Instead, it grows through trust, friendship, shared experiences, and unwavering commitment. As the years pass, that joy often becomes richer because it is strengthened by countless memories, challenges overcome together, lessons learned, and dreams fulfilled side by side. Another remarkable quality of true love is that it inspires both people to become a source of light in each other's lives. They motivate one another to act with greater kindness, patience, generosity, and compassion. Rather than bringing out fear, jealousy, or insecurity, genuine love awakens confidence, gratitude, resilience, and hope. It reminds each person that they are capable of becoming better, not because they are pressured to change, but because they are deeply valued and encouraged. In this way, love becomes a powerful force for personal transformation and emotional healing. Ultimately, true love is not measured by how dramatic it appears or how perfect life becomes after two people meet. It is measured by the freedom it gives, the purpose it inspires, and the lasting joy it creates through every season of life. It strengthens without controlling, encourages without demanding, and supports without limiting. When a relationship allows both individuals to grow, dream, serve, and love with confidence while remaining deeply committed to one another, it reveals the highest expression of authentic love. That is the kind of love that endures, enriches every chapter of life, and leaves a legacy that continues to inspire long after the first excitement of romance has evolved into something even more beautiful. A love that is steady, selfless, joyful, and truly everlasting.